Did you guys know that you actually get Zez for when you collect the exclusive items? I didn't actually know that. That was something I learned today. So we're going to be talking about this guy today, the new guy who is currently the banner, the Beach by the Blue Sea, Degas, or Degas, or however you pronounce that, I'm not quite sure. But I want to talk about him because I actually think he's quite good. If you look at this passive, he has the same passive as a Loom, where he heals 20% of his attack over time, as well as triggers kind of an AoE provoke of the enemy team if they drop below 30% health. If somebody on your team drops below 30% health, I should say. But he also has Dragon Knight's Blessing, which means he's going to be decent in the Holy Dragon Grounds. But this is kind of where it's cool. Ice Shower. If the caster has a removable buff, recovery, positive effect applied, each valid attack imbues Frosty Bolt on the targets for 3 turns. Okay, and we'll talk about Frosty Bolt more later. And then Summer's Blessing here, and this is really where it gets kind of nuts, is the Summer's Blessing. When the battle starts, grants frost damage immunity 1 time to all allies, cannot be stacked. Buff increases the target's attack by 50% for 9 turns. So you get a 9-turn attack buff and then a 1 stack of frost immunity. Meaning if they have a Bithori, you can eat 1 of the AoEs, or if they have a lot of single target, frost damage people on the team, or if they have like a Bernadette, everyone has Bernadette now because it was free. All of those type of things counter it. Or I should say get countered by it, because his passive basically makes it where you get immune damage 1 time, which is quite nice. Now, moving on to his first attack here, I like this already because it increases his own health by 38% for 8 turns, and then he shares his health with allies for 16 turns. Now, we'll talk more about share health now. And you may think that share health gives them like additional health. No, it doesn't. It actually works like this. 30% of the damage dealt to the target is dealt to self instead, meaning this character effectively absorbs the damage. It's like protection, okay? It absorbs the damage that the other person would have received instead. So he gives himself bonus health and then eats everyone else's damage. Moving on to his second ability, he does an AoE, which afflicts targets with freeze for 5 turns. And freeze is the exact same as any of the other disables that are listed here. It just makes it where they effectively do nothing for that amount of time. Now, there is Frigid Bolt in here. I said we would talk about Frosty Bolt earlier. This is the same thing as Frigid Bolt. They just have them, again, the translations are bad. All said and done, I think he's quite good. He might be a replacement for a Loom, although a Loom has Guardian Stone breaks, but now that we're going to be able to very shortly be able to break multiple stones at a time, I think that now makes it where this guy could be better than a Loom, since she loses a little bit of value there. Now we get the free 11 times event going on here, so I'm going to go ahead and do my premium poll. Wish me luck. Hopefully we get something good. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I have my music off, so I have to make my own. Okay, so just a 4-star here. I think I have all the 4 stars. I'm not sure. There we go. And now what we're going to do is we are going to dump ours into this one here. I'm actually going to try. I've tried twice already, as you can see. We're going to give it 2 more attempts and give it another shot here. And that will also give me a fate core, or excuse me, just a fate mileage. I'll get a guaranteed fate. What's interesting is I have a lot of the fate cores. I mean, I've done quite a bit of fate core polling by now. And I still don't have Janai. I have FC Jim, which is like my favorite character in the game. But I haven't been able to pull Janai, who does the charm effect. So I can't pair FC Jin with her quite yet, which is kind of frustrating. There, we got this guy twice now. Watch that be the only thing we got in that poll, and that's okay. Oh, that's a shot right in the old kidneys, right in there. Okay, one more. Let's go now. I've been pity polling like everything. I haven't got lucky in a bit on the banner ups. Let me know how you guys have been doing on the banner ups, because I would love to hear some good news from somebody, that somebody out there is getting a W. I also figured out that if you're playing on emulator, the reason it's laggy is they have the frame rate backwards, so you actually want to have it on 30 frames per second, not 60. If you put it on 30 frames per second, that's actually 60. So they have it swapped. The text is swapped. Again, translation errors. That's why it looks a lot smoother now. Saibao. Oh, did we get completely unlucky? I was kind of hoping to pull him this time. He's one of the characters I actually wanted. The only character I missed of the last banner was Ramsey, or Ramj, or however you're supposed to pronounce it. Oh, there we go. We got This would be great if this was Janai. No, okay, that's Talia, right? Yeah, there we go. Got it. I don't think she's a transcend. I think I've finished with this character, so I'm pretty sure that's just a reroll. Do we get another chance at one? We do. Look at that. Okay. So I can't really complain because of how many chances we've had that are 4-star and above at least. Come on, give us a brown cape right here. Make my day. No. Hawkeye. I think this was like the first character I pulled that was a 4-star, if I remember correctly. There we go. So how many 4-star? We got 1, 2, and then we got faded. So 4. We got 4 of them, and then we got a lot of MU. Okay, and let's see what we get on the faded mileage, because that could actually be what we need. A Jinai would be important. I don't know if you can actually get through there. Oh, this guy again. I actually thought it was Valar, but it's Mahar. Their names are so similar. So should you go for him? He's probably quite good. I think he might be worth it, and he has a 19 pity. I don't think I'm going to be plopping down hundreds on this. I have a Loom. I have FC Loom, so I might be able to get away with not doing it. I think I would rather have this guy than FC Loom personally. I know that's maybe there's some people that'll question that because of the breaks and all that, and FC Loom probably does more damage, but I really think this guy might be the better tank between the two of them. Or even if you have both of them, you can have a really hilarious stall team and then put like FC Leppin or something for like revives, do some crazy just timeout thing where people just can't get past the first team in a tag team situation, so you automatically win. I could see some kind of interesting things happening. His moves seem quite good. He was a good character before the FC, and you know, he's what's the opposite of a Wafu? He's a Mafu. Also, can I just say that I honestly expected this thing to be a real battle, like the Ore of Mana fight. I forget what the heck its name is. The other big Cyclops guy. I thought right there it was going to cut into a real battle, and I got baited so hard the first time I ever did this thing. I hope that all of the, look at this terrible Rinka D, don't laugh at me. I kind of hope that in the future, all the content isn't just stuff we just click through. Like, I kind of hope there's more battles. The Holy Dragon Grounds is pretty cool, right? So I'm a big fan of that. And if that's the only raid, that'd be a bummer. Because also we have these battles, which were the Air Squadron raid. So I thought that we were going to get another dragon. Like another straight dragon fight, but instead it's you just dump all your characters into it, you know, and you click your way through. That was kind of a bummer too, to be honest. Get a little bit baited through that. So I do hope we get another raid boss to the game pretty soon. Also, just real quick, I want to show you guys, if you didn't know, on the Google Play Store, if you're an Android phone or if you're using BlueStacks, when you spend money, you get points, and then you can use your points to purchase things. So look, right, you scroll down, and then you can buy like Google Play credits. So you can get basically money back, kind of like it's a credit card. See, I use Apple devices, right? So you don't get points on that. So instead, make sure you do your purchasing through some Android device, and you'll get a whole bunch of your points back. And then you can get freebies in other games like Arc Knights. You know, there's a Marvel Strike Force even. There's a few gachas in here you can go. Even in Raid Shadow Legends, like back in the day, you could get freebies in it. Look right here, Raid Shadow Legends, Chicken, Energy, XBs, all that stuff. Also, like once a week, you get some free points. So I don't know how many you get. Yeah, I got 5 free points, right? So $5 worth of free points. Not a ton, but you can get up to 200. So sometimes you can get lucky. Wasn't lucky this time. Also, Line Games for the start up here. Can we get a change? Can we get FC Rara replaced with one of the, I mean, it is summer. We have Beach Babe Wafus. Also, his animations, take a look. They're not bad. I'll be honest and say I was slightly disappointed at the animations. Like I was kind of hoping that there would be some beach theme related something. Because if you look at it, it's kind of the same thing. You know, there's some differences, but it's not really. You know, you can see a little bit of water or whatever off the sparkles, but you see, there you go. There's the water effect. But I was kind of hoping he would like serve up a beach ball or something. You know, there could have been different ways. All in all, I think he's better than Scarlet. So if you're the type that was like, I think Scarlet's good enough, I want her, you probably want this guy. I definitely would have gone with this guy. If I had a ton more Zez, I would probably pick him over. Let's try to see where I'd slot him in. I mean, if I had to pick between him and a Loom, early on I'd take a Loom. Now in the game, I'd probably swap my Loom for a fully built Degas. I think he's probably at that level. I think like Rudely might be better than him and stuff for PvE, but I'm just kind of like trying to figure out where I really put him and how much I like him. Also, just to throw in a real quick here at the end, Bernavaz, I have this chick, not impressed. I'm just going to throw that out there for you guys too. Okay, not impressed. That's going to do it. It's probably a run, don't walk. Don't well too hard, but he's a good, solid character. So I appreciate you guys watching this video. Subscribe for more Exos Heroes content. Love y'all. There's a dab.